Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, then please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. It means so much. For today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a Brussels sprout Caesar salad. Using a large cutting board and a sharp knife, you're going to want to core your Brussels sprouts and then you're going to want to separate the leaves. So as you can see in the video, there's the core right there. And so basically what I do is I cut around the core using my sharp knife and then I remove it. And I actually like to keep the core for my chickens. I have chickens. So I'm going to just set the core in a separate bowl, and then I like to remove any leaves that are browned, and then I kind of just like to peel back the Brussels sprout until I get all of the leaves separated. And I do that with each individual Brussels sprout, as you'll see me doing here in the video. Now, I only make this salad once, maybe twice a year. I love making it to go with our Thanksgiving Day meal, and I always like to double this recipe because it is so tasty to have throughout the rest of the week, even after Thanksgiving. And this is a great meal prep video as well. You can just double the recipe that I'm going to give you in this video, and it's enough for at least 7 days, if not more, and it lasts a long time in your fridge, and it's so delicious. It doesn't get wilted the way a lot of other salads do. And so what you're going to need are 3 pints of Brussels sprouts, or about 3 pounds. Or you can double this recipe and do 6 pounds of Brussels sprouts. But yes, this is the first thing that you're going to want to do. And I will also link the recipe in the description box below for you as well. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is get a large stock pot and fill it with water and put it on high heat with salt. And when it comes to a boil, you want to go ahead and add all of your Brussels sprout leaves to the pot. And once all of your leaves are added, you want to put a timer on for 30 seconds. Once it's done, after 30 seconds, you want to pour it through a strainer in your sink. And then what I like to do is I like to set a bowl of ice on top of the strained leaves. And I allow the ice to just melt through the leaves. And while that's melting, I'm going to go ahead and make my dressing for this salad. Now, since I am doubling this recipe, I'm going to do the juice of 2 lemons. But if you just want a 6 to 8 serving recipe, you can just cut that in half to 1 lemon. So you want to just cut your lemon in half and take a handheld juicer and juice that into your blender. And then you want to take 4 garlic cloves and you want to peel them and then stick those into your blender. Now, one thing I like to do with garlic to get the peel off easier is I like to put a large knife over the top of it and then pound it with my hand, and that just helps the garlic peel come off easy. And I'm doing 4 cloves of garlic because I am, like I said, doubling this recipe. But if you just want the 6 to 8 servings, like I said, you can just do 2 whole garlic cloves and that'll be perfect. And then once that's in your blender, you can go ahead and add 3 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, or 1.5 teaspoons. And you can also add 2 egg yolks, or 1. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of avocado oil, or a 1/4 cup. And then I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of black pepper in here. And now I'm going to just puree all of this in my blender until it's nice and smooth. Now, Please excuse the background noise. It just started pouring down rain right outside my house. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is get a large pan and turn the heat on to medium-high. And you're going to want to add 6 tablespoons of butter. Or if you just want to halve the recipe, you can do 3 tablespoons. This is the homemade eggnog my husband made for me that day, so I'm like drinking it like crazy. It's so yummy. I'm going to make a video for you guys also showing you how to make this homemade eggnog because it's so yummy. I also like to add 2 cloves of chopped up garlic to this butter mixture as well. And then once the butter is all melted, you can go ahead and add 2 cups of PANKO breadcrumbs, or 1 cup, or any breadcrumbs of choice. At the time when I went to buy breadcrumbs, the only breadcrumbs that were available at the store were gluten-free, so that's what I ended up using. And so you can definitely use that also if you can't have any gluten. And normally I like to add a handful of flat leaf parsley, but the store did not have any fresh flat leaf parsley. But you can do that now. You can just chop up a handful of that, or a handful of cilantro is super yummy too. And then by this time, most of the ice has melted, so I go ahead and I strain my Brussels sprout leaves through my strainer again, and then I just remove any ice cubes that are still left in the mixture that did not melt all the way. And then I go ahead and I rinse out my pot. And then once my pot is all rinsed out, I go ahead and I take a large dry kitchen towel and I set that in my pot. And then I dump the Brussels sprouts into the pot and I just fill it all the way up, and then I take my towel and I press it down with the towel onto the Brussels sprouts, and I just use that to take any excess water away from the leaves that's still there, just to get them as dry as possible, if that makes sense. And then once those Brussels sprouts are completely dry, I go ahead and I add them to a large mixing bowl, and then I add my dressing and my breadcrumbs, and that is it. This salad is so delicious. You can make it ahead of time, like if you wanted it for an event. You could probably make it like the day before and it'll still be good the day of. I mean, I had it for I made this dish for Thanksgiving. I love making it for Thanksgiving every year, and I ate on it for 7 days after Thanksgiving. So it was very delicious. And I hope you guys like this video. If you make this salad and you follow me on Instagram, please do a story about it on your Instagram page and tag me in it. That would mean so much. Let me know what you think about it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I love you guys so much. Bye.